snitches are blank. You got me? 36 minutes? I don't even see us on there. Do you see me? I guess everybody else's phone is working except mine this morning because I don't see me and I refuse to get started until I see me. I'm just kidding. There we go. There I am right there. Good morning. Hey, I'm going to ask you guys, if you're on the stream right now, I'm going to ask you to do something. I never ask somebody to do something I wouldn't do myself. And what that is like, comment, and share the stream. Please do me a big old favor. If you can't do it for me, do it for Mr. Coffee Man, Jake Freeze. That's his new nickname, Coffee Man, the Coffee Meister, because he got me a cup of coffee. He got me a good old cup of Joe this morning. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. So let's do it real quick. Shared, commented, liked. Boom. There we go. Happy Monday, everybody. If you're on here, I really appreciate it. Mondays are my favorite day of the week. And here's why. I say this on my little show. I do my own little show. If you guys don't know, it's called Start Your Morning With Me. I don't see your ass on there. I don't know why you're over there nodding. But start your morning with me every single morning. I'm a huge believer if you start your morning out in the right way, the rest of your day will follow. And I do a show every single morning. It's called Start Your Morning With Me. And I was talking about this morning. What's up, Zach Rains? Thanks for getting on here. Hey, Larima, thank you. Appreciate you getting on here. Van, Mr. Freeze, Cameron, thanks for getting on here, everybody. I really appreciate it. If you don't know who I am, my name is Josh Harrell. I work here at the GoodTimeTommy team. GTT and the Weatherman are on vacation right now. They're in Florida. So I'm taking up for them today. Tomorrow, who's doing the show tomorrow?
I got it.
You going to do the show tomorrow?
Do the show.
Are you committing to it right now?
100%.
All right. Cam's going to do the show tomorrow. You're going to do the show on Wednesday. I'm going to go ahead and volunteer you myself. So while they're out, we got the show covered. Doesn't matter if all of us are gone. Somebody will be up here. Van's even done it before. Somebody will be here doing the morning grind every single morning. Howdy, TikTok guy. Hey, thanks for getting on here, Drew. I'm Mr. TikToker around here, right? But every single morning, we like to start off with 60 seconds of gratitude. This morning, I'm extremely thankful. Yesterday, I got to spend some time with my parents. I had COVID last week. I'm glad I'm feeling better, but I didn't get to spend a lot of time with anybody except my dog and Zena. And it felt kind of weird because I'm normally, every single weekend, I like to go, hey, good morning, Santina. Thanks for getting on here. I really appreciate it. So I got to spend a little bit of time with my family this week, and I'm very thankful that I was able to do that. What are you thankful for this morning, Cameron?
I am thankful that I'm feeling better. My throat feels pretty decent, and that was for about a week straight that I was down.
You had something wrong with you, too.
I don't know what it was.
But you're feeling better.
Feeling better.
100%?
95.
95. All right, good enough. What about you, Jake?
I moved into a new place this week.
My man moved into a new place all by yourself, right? No roommates, no nothing. You gonna get you a dog?
Nope. Can't have a dog. I believe I get kicked out.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, Jake, he just moved into his first place by himself. That's a huge step. It's very rewarding. It's the independence is awesome, but I will tell you, you don't know this yet. That's going to be a huge benefit for you, because one day you're going to sit. Rent's due on the 1st, right? One day it's going to be the 20th, and you're going to be like, dude, shit, I need to make some money, right? I mean, that's what happened to me. It's going to push you. It's going to really push you to limits that you didn't know that you had. So, man, I'm telling you. Good morning, TikTok All-Star. Good morning, Brittany. Thanks for getting on here. Appreciate it. But yeah, believe it or not, that's going to be a blessing in disguise for you. I do believe that. So great. Let's get into the show topic this morning. How do I word it, Van? Without this one thing, you will not see more results. You're not going to see the results that you want. Kind of like what you did this weekend. So, me personally, I feel like I've been inclining. Everybody, I'm gonna do like a little hand graph here. All right. So I feel like over the past few months, everything. I feel like business, relationships, life has been inclining. I'm going up on the scale. I'm walking up the stairs. right? So over the past few weeks, I would say maybe the last month or so, I feel like I just kind of been plateauing. I haven't really been seeing the results that I was seeing the past couple months, and I feel like I've just hit this flat line. I was going up, and then I hit a flat line. So I was thinking about this last night. I was like, damn, man, this sucks. I don't know, what could I be doing now? What do I need to start doing in order to stop that flat line, in order to start seeing incline instead of flat line? And it really boiled down to this one thing. I've done it before. It's happened to me before. I know this from experience. But creativity, that's the magic word for the day. Creativity is that one thing that I'm going to need personally, and a lot of people need in order to see these, new results that I'm looking for, right? So, especially in real estate, right now, I was looking at what I do on a daily basis. I track everything. Here's another thing, too, for you guys. If you're in here and if you're watching the show, tracking is huge. If you don't track what you do every single day, it's extremely hard to know, first off, what you did to get to a certain point where you're at, but second off, how to improve your situation, how to improve what you're doing. Hell, some people might even say tracking is being creative. You know what I mean? But you need to track what you're doing. So whenever I was looking at what I had tracked over the past few months, I saw that I was doing the same thing, right? Every single day, every single week, it was like, okay, the same thing over and over and over again. I was inclining whenever I was doing this over here. I was doing the same thing every single day. I was going on an incline. Over here, I'm doing the same thing, but I'm flatlining, right? So what is something that I need to add into the equation in order to, instead of flatline, incline, right? So what's the magic word of the day? Creativity, that's right. So you got to add a little bit of creativity. Whatever you're doing, you need to add creativity. So what's an example? Like, what is something, I guess for you, Mr. Coffee Meister, what is something that you could do to add a little bit of creativity into the equation?
More things on social media, or just like this weekend, just get in the apartment. Just you gotta be more creative. Step out of your comfort zone a little more.
That's right. Social media. Maybe being creative on TikTok.
You're the master, you can teach me.
That's right. Maybe being more creative. Yeah, like getting in an apartment. People might not say that's creative, but in your mind, it's probably creative. You're thinking of ways like, okay, how can I put myself in such an uncomfortable situation? But how can I see this uncomfortableness really turn into something that benefits me, right? Getting an apartment, moving in by yourself, that's a scary thing to do. You got that liability. You have to pay rent every single month. It's very scary. You don't know. Like at first, you're like, I promise you, this is going to be, if you aren't like this, you're not human. But whenever you get into something new that you have to pay for, whether it be a gym membership, whether it be some sort of like, hey, I have to do this, you're thinking, well, shit, am I even able to do this? Like,
especially when you don't know where it's coming from.
Exactly right. Exactly right. You don't know where it's coming from. You have no idea. If you don't have it right now, you don't know where it's coming from. Even if you know in your mind where it's coming from, you really just don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Because whose money is in your pocket right now?
Everybody else.
Everybody else's. I ain't got my money. I ain't got no money. I have everybody else's money, right? So that's why creativity is so important, because if I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, damn, man, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, the one thing that's going to push me, that's going to be able to, get me across the finish line is that creativity muscle. And this creativity muscle I'm talking about, you're probably thinking like, well, I mean, how the hell do I get creativity? What can I do to get more creativity? Well, creativity is followed by this one key thing that we just talk about all the time in this office.
C's.
The 3 C's. But what does creativity follow?
Courage? No.
Commitment.
Okay.
That's right. Commitment. Creativity follows commitment. So let me just put this in perspective. Okay, if I'm committed to something 110%, if I'm committed to my relationship with my girlfriend, Zena, I don't even know if she's on here watching. If she is, she'll be glad I'm talking about this. So if I'm committed 110, 120% to Zena, I'm so bought in to my relationship, creativity is going to follow my commitment. If I'm every single day, if I'm doing something, hey, good morning, Cecilia. Thanks for getting on here. Really appreciate it. Hope you're having a great Monday so far. If I am committed so much to something every single day, even if I want to do it even if I don't want to do it, but I do it anyway, creativity will follow that muscle, or that creativity muscle will follow the commitment, right? So let me put it in perspective. Every single day, I am doing these things for my girlfriend or my friends, my relationship. If I'm doing this every single day, and no matter what I do it, creativity, something. Zachary, hey, what's up, Zach? Thanks for getting on here, my man. This guy's going places in life. Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for saying the kind words. I hope you're having a good Monday. If I'm committed to doing something every single day, no matter what, nothing will stop me from doing this one thing. That there's this creativity muscle. It's just like building your biceps. It's just like building your legs or your muscles on your body. You chip away at these muscles. Yeah, every single day. If you work out every single day, what you're doing is you're breaking down your muscles to build them back up, right? So whenever you don't want to go do something, but you do it anyway, you're breaking down that commitment muscle, and then, hey, at the end of it, you're building it back up, right? So whenever you're doing these things that you don't want to do, what's something that when you do every single day you just don't want to do?
Make calls usually.
Make calls. What's something else are we doing here?
Do Cardones.
Cardone, role play. We're doing every single day, every day. We do these things.
Bless you.
Bless you. Yeah, there's that 5%. There's that 5%. There's that 5%. And you're not feeling good. Yeah, every single day we do these things. We role play. We make 50 calls. Okay, so for me, whenever I was making my 50 calls, I was like, damn, man, this sucks. It's boring. I don't like to do it. I'm getting hung up on. It's very discouraging. And so my creativity muscle, I'm sitting here thinking, well, how could I make this a little bit more enjoyable? How could I make cold calling just a little better for my situation? And so what I decided to do was I decided to bring in an audience to watch me do these cold calls. First off, it holds me accountable. Second off, it's like the pressure's on. Whenever something about me, I don't know if anybody else is the same way. I know a lot of people who are performing at high levels are, but whenever you get put under pressure and you perform right, it just makes me. Whenever I'm under pressure, something tells me, dude, you got to perform right, or else people are gonna look at you and they're gonna eat you up for dinner. You know what I mean? I'm sure it was like that with basketball and in college with you. Like whenever you're under pressure, whenever you have a lot of people watching you, it's like, oh shit, the spotlight's on me now. I got to do good, and if I don't do good, it's gonna be what?
You're gonna be a meme.
You're gonna be a meme. That's right. I don't want to get turned into a damn meme. So that's really what I'm trying to prevent here, right? So whenever I get put under pressure, I do this. So whenever I was doing my cold calls, I was like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and make this thing a little bit more interesting. So I brought creativity into the equation. I had committed to making these phone calls every single day. We make 50 phone calls, right? The creativity part, Noah does it too. Bring an audience, go live on some sort of social media platform. For me, it was TikTok. Maybe too big of a platform. Maybe some people got pissed off about it. But at the end of the day, you got to bring creativity into your situation if you want to get more results. Does that make sense to you guys? So, what is something that you could do, Cameron? Jacob did it this morning. He got me some coffee. He said, what did you say? You said, I learned to serve others from Grant Cardone, right?
Gotta be of service.
You got to be of service. He didn't know I wanted a coffee. I wanted a coffee. I didn't say it. He just brought it to me. He's being creative by bringing me a coffee, bringing me a cup of Joe. Who knows? This cup of Joe might get him a couple $1,000 just for getting a deal, You never know. That's the kind of thing that I'm talking about, is this creativity muscle. The more creative you are, the more opportunities are going to be presented to you, right? So, tell me, Cameron, how just give me one way that you can be more creative, not just in business, but in life, helping out Noah, helping out, helping yourself. It doesn't matter. What's one way you can be creative?
I don't know if I can just give you like a direct, but I do think it comes from putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. I think that's where the creativity blossoms from. Because if you're in the same comfortable situation you have been, you're going to continue to do the same thing you've always done
That's
in
right.
that situation.
That's right.
So by putting yourself in uncomfortable, whether it be business, whether it be life in general, you've got to find new ways to adapt and overcome that uncomfortable situation.
That's exactly right. Like I said, I was doing the same thing from this month to this month on my tracking sheet. I was doing the exact same thing. Nothing changed. Something did change. My results, instead of inclining, they went to a flat line. So, you're exactly right. I was doing the exact same thing. Now I'm going to have to switch it up a little bit. I'm going to have to, not only commit more, but by committing more, more creativity is going to follow that. I cannot stress that enough. Like how much, especially for you new guys. Like whenever I first got in, I was like you. I was like, hey, I'm gonna try to serve others. It got to a point. I took out Weatherman's car, went and washed it for him. One day I went and took Ashley's car for her because she had a deal that I wanted to get involved in. I'm trying to get on her good side. I took her car to the car wash, literally detailed that son bitch. You know, so that's just how creative you got to get. Especially whenever it comes to serving others, not only serving us but serving clients. You know what I mean? Creativity looks like going and knocking on somebody's door whenever they're asleep, and you got a contract you got to get. You need them to sign this contract in a timely manner. If they don't sign the contract, you don't get the deal. They're at home sleeping. They really want the house. Going and knocking on their door and waking them up, that's creativity instead of just calling them. I'm going to call right now from somebody, guys, so I'm going to shut this thing down. Thank you so much for getting on here. Please like, comment, and share the stream if you were on here. And maybe, never know, maybe somebody might see it later and they might get a little nugget. Who knows? You might help somebody out. But, guys, thank you so much for getting on. Go have a great Monday. Shut us down, Van Graft.
Go Buckeyes.